heading into the final round of Season 4 of Super.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings.
Got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports, along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter. David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
And, Kevin, they're already playing really good basketball, great basketball, actually, and it's simply a matter of them continuing to do that and not playing down to their opponents, and I think they'll do well.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Young and Turner up front. Then it's Paul George, and there's Collison. Some good bigs, some good forwards going head-to-head tonight. Brent, in your opinion, which teams have the best front court units right now in the NBA?
Kevin, the only one that really comes to mind right now as an established front court to me that starts and plays a bulk of the minutes is DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin in Los Angeles. Those two guys continuing to grow, learning through some losses, but more winning in recent years. It's a pretty dynamic combination, although I would tell you, Philly's got something brewing, don't you think?
There's no doubt. And Embiid is at the very beginning of that conversation. They've got some length. They've got very unique bigs. It's an interesting group to watch develop.
We could also throw in possibly Gorgie Jang and Karl Anthony Towns. Might as well include those young guys as well.
You know, anything with Towns in it, I think, has got to be part of the conversation.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Turner with the screen. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Stolen by Thompson.
And if you're going to go cross court with the ball, you have to be sure the passing lane is open.
Rose kicks to Love. Rose against Collison. Rose passes to Thunder. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 12. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Oh, nice move. He can do some damage in there if he's given the chance.
Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Turner. Collison against Rose. Collison dishes to George. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Here's Thunder. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Brooklyn.
Well, the thing he did most was fluster the defense. I really liked how he showed no fear and constantly attacked the lane and drew contact, which in turn got him the free throws. Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Now here's Collison. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points. And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
Rose against Collison. Shot from free throw range. That one's not going to go. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
No doubt some bright spots, more than you'd expect out of a loss like that, but it doesn't make the result any easier to take.
Now here's Love. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Back to Love. Here's Rose. Tries again. The shot by Thompson, no good. Pacers leading by 3. And the wide open shot from Collison. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Collison's got his first points in this one.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Kicks it out to LeBron for 3. Love. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
I just don't ever want to take for granted the fact that LeBron James is simply one of the greatest basketball players that's ever played the game. Am I overstepping it? Not at all. He is just as complete as it gets.
A nice shot by Collison.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Rose kicks to LeBron. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Power personified right there in number 23, LeBron James. Wow.
Crowder, he's checked in for Kevin Love. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw tonight. And Brent, when you look at the way LeBron has constructed his business empire, hiring his childhood friends to manage it, it's been talked about, but it's been successful.
Well, he's taken ownership, Kevin, of what his career has been, but he's also empowered those around them to have a future, to make a life. And he certainly is blazing his own trail as he's made his way through his career in the NBA.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Thunder. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And it's 7 points for Thunder.
see all the responsibilities that LeBron James has. He is their leader. I'd like to see him get it to the open teammate. He does that often.
Now, here's George. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Back to Turner. And he banks in the layup. Turner's got his first points of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
LeBron outside. Rose sets the screen for LeBron. Feeds it to Rose. There's a good screen. LeBron against George. LeBron, no luck. Pacers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Collison, the pass to George. Off the pick. Rebound by Rose.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
James outside. Pass to Thunder. Outside Rose. George against James, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Collison. Turner is out there with Maurice Spates. Then it's Corey Joseph. Pass to Wells. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Wells has got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Nets played superb basketball. He finished with 21 points, and not a surprise in how he scored. He drew a lot of contact and made his free throws. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. We'll see what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
And we thank you, David. He set a great example for him in that game. He was their anchor.
And because of how good he was, he'll be the guy they lean on tonight if they're in any tough spots here.
You always appreciate guys who take that kind of role on for their basketball team. He wants to be the guy that they can count on in those big situations.
Here's Collison. Collison with another miss. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 14-4 run. And the Cavs' big 3 completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
Now Joseph after the missed 3 from Shammy Wells. And Joseph kicks to Spates. Good D by Thompson.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Here's Thunder. 7 points in the game. They set the pick. Thompson dishes to Love. Wells wide open. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Now with this break, let's check out just how the rebounding has been divided up in this game between the front and back court for the Pacers.
Their bigs are getting most of these misses, and nothing out of the ordinary there, but that's not enough. They're going to need to do more if they want to make a big run here and get back in the game.
Pacers trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A drive by Collison. The lead now in single digits. Collison's got 6.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Outside Rose. Kicks to Thompson. Here's Thunder. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Baseline try. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs. For Indiana, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Brett, what about moving without the ball? Who are some of the guys that, beyond just doing it, do it with great effectiveness?
The first guy that comes to mind is J.J. Redick. Old school, in the vein of Reggie Miller, running off of multiple screens with those scattered short steps to get himself on balance, square himself up, and knock shots down. J.J. Redick, Ray Allen, Kyle Korver, great players who really, in a dying art of scoring off of the screen, have tremendous fundamentals.
Rip Hamilton, too, would always run around and take advantage of those screens, and I can see him running in my mind's eye right now.
Great call, Kevin. I often read the back of Rip Hamilton's jersey because I could not catch up with the guy.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Here's Thunder. Hits it from three-point range. Thunder's got 10 points in the game.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Out left to the wing. Outside Turner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. George is checked in for the Pacers. He hits both from the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Rose, a screen on Joseph. Here's Thunder. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the line for him here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. And here are the Pacers now, trailing by 13. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And no issues with how they played. I mean, the problem simply is they just couldn't finish.
Maybe the post-game comments will be about playing a 50-minute game. They could have used 2 more minutes in this one.
There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Joseph. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Crowder kicks to Thompson. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside, most of his shots coming around the rim.
The Pacers shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Collison kicks to Joseph. With a step back, falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And not much breathing room there. The step back move gave him just enough to get it off.
Here's Thunder. 12 points for him.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
The Cavaliers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Zizic is checked in for Tristan Thompson. And Indiana with a change here, too. Oladipo's checked in. George passes to Turner. Here's Sabonis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Now here's LeBron. He has 6. Here's Zizic, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
Peters checks in for the Cavaliers. 32 seconds left to play here in the half. Turner with the screen. And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. To the inside. Here's George. A stupendous finish in traffic. George has got 9.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside Crowder. They set the pick. 3-pointer. No good that time. He got it!
Oh, man.
Wow! He got it!
This is what you got to do.
Woo.
OMG, that's how you silence a crowd.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 11-point cushion. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Derrick Rose is out there with Thunder, and it's LeBron at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And that's a good-looking stroke right there from LBJ.
Here's Collison. Following the basket by LeBron James. Collison dishes to George. The pass to Sabonis. Turner with the screen. George, that's a 2-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to the wing. Love with a wide open look. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pacers trail by 16. Collison, the pass to George. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 12.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further. Man, sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Turner with a screen for George. Shoots off the screen, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, Tyronn Lue still pretty much new to the coaching ranks, but a tremendous amount of experience from his playing career. He won titles with Kobe and Shaq in Los Angeles for the Lakers, played alongside Michael Jordan in Washington, and he's seen LeBron James bring a title back to Cleveland. That's a lot of championship experience for Ty Lue.
Here is Love. Paul George making his last shot. 2 on the clock. Fade away. Kept alive. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Timeout called the Pacers. And Brent, you talk about Cavs coach Tyronn Lue, having played with those greats, he knows how to win.
Well, he's never been intimidated by any player that he's suited up with, and certainly relished any of the opportunities to make contributions as a member of the teams that he played for. So he recognizes all those things, and I think he also recognizes the tremendous opportunity in front of him to coach one of the game's all-time greats in LeBron James.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Rose kicks to James. And James throws it down hard.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Collison with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. George with the bucket.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Passes it to Thunder. The feed to Love. Dishes to Rose. Here's Thunder. He's got 15. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Collison dishes to Turner. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And the Cavaliers with some changes. 9 seconds. Left in the third quarter. Outside, George. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt in looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers lead by 18. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Brooklyn Nets. And so in the game for the Pacers, George and Young are the forwards. And there's Collison, and it's Sabonis in at the center. Young, a screen on Crowder. Outside Collison, 6 to shoot. Sabonis, here's Young. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
And Thaddeus Young he's got a unique offensive skill set. I mean, he really is able to score over bigger players with just an array of little hooks and floaters and off-balance shots in the lane.
Here's Thunder. Love outside. Pass to Thunder. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. You were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best in setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block, drew a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brent?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
Takes the 13-footer.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did.
The rebound by Kevin Love. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Outside Crowder. Love against Young. Crowder kicks to Rose. Cleveland moving it around. Pulls up from the corner. Shot by Crowder, no good. Indiana's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Sabonis, the pass to Collison. Outside, George. Young sets a screen for George. Young dishes to Collison. They set the screen. George, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Thunder. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Collison kicks to George. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 4 assists in the game. Love outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Thunder. That free throw good from Thunder. Both free throws good from Thunder. Pacers trail by 18. Collison with it. There's the pick. Screen by Young. 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. There's Sabonis. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college, so him working inside, that's a good sign.
Here's Thunder. Love outside. Rose in the post, working on Collison. Rose, no good.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
The dish now to George. Cavaliers with the rebound. Outside Crowder. And the pass to Thunder. He dishes it to Love. Zizic passes to Crowder. Over in the corner, Rose. And the 3-ball is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Stallworth, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Zizic. And Indiana with a change here, too. Turner's checked in for Sabonis. Back to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Rose passes to Thunder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Darren Collison.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, all things being equal, do you like the idea of sending everyone to the defensive glass to avoid giving away second chance points? Or do you like leaking a guy or two out in transition, hoping for the best?
I don't think the leak out is a good idea at all, Kevin. You got to have 5 guys attentive to any possession. Most coaches in the NBA will tell you that a possession is not a stop until you collect the defensive rebound.
Stolen by Rose. Oh, and here comes Rose all alone. The shot's good.
And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
Screen by Young. Young, a screen on Love. And they get it. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
Turner dishes to George. George double teamed. Turner with a screen for George. Off the screen. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got 7 rebounds in the game.
just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Thunder passes to Love. Outside Rose. Passes it to Thunder. From downtown. Another shot. And it's laid up and in by Thompson.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Pacers call time here. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. And a change for the Pacers. Oladipo's checked in. Collison against Rose. Turner with the screen. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That ball's great assist by Darren Collison.
Slowly and steadily improving Oladipo, a good three-point shooter, making him more well-rounded as a threat.
Feeds it to James. And here's Love for three. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
When you watch Oladipo, you just like his explosiveness. Every moment he can come out there, he's got some room to get to it. He could take off on you and make something extremely exciting and athletic happen. He streamlined his game a little bit, so when he's not playing in a hesitant mode, he becomes that much more impactful.
Back to James. Here's Thunder, guarded by Oladipo. Back to James. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson, and it's sent back by Turner. Collison kicks to Oladipo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Oladipo's got 9 points here in the second half. And Oladipo, as you said, can just be a ball of energy out there on the floor.
I like the fact that Oladipo is honing in on his skilled shots. Still trying to figure out exactly what he does well, but he can't be passive. He's got to be aggressive. When he makes those kind of decisive plays, it ends up helping him and his teammates more often.
Here's Thunder. He feeds it to Thompson. Over Turner.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Cleveland.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And a team's depth is always a factor in games like this. And what a tremendous game. Maybe even a bit of a surprise to see the numbers for Thunder.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
Screen by Young. Oladipo dishes to George. He kicks it to Young. Shot clock at 6. From 10 feet out, count that one. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
No good from Thunder. And here's George. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just...
Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching. watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, DJ.
Hey.
Great game out there. Look, Shaq and the guys want to talk to you in the studio.
Really?
So stand, yeah, right this way. Stand
what
here,
okay.
and we'll get you set up. Perfect.
That's good.
Hey, Shaq here. You showed me a lot out there tonight with the way you were able to dominate the glass. Was that something you set out to do?
You know, Shaq, it just has a lot to do with me being tall and just hanging out by the rim. I mean, you know, rebounding is just such a random stat to me because it's so dependent on things not in your control. You know, like if the shooter's going to miss and all that. So I try not to obsess over things that are out of my control.
Bring back the tall ball, not the small ball.